Hey, what's up, everyone? Passe Baller here. We are now in the second game for today, February 22nd, 2024. This is another Eastern Conference battle, and this is Brooklyn Nets going up against Toronto Raptors. This one will actually start at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 8 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account, Passe Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Approaching this game, the Brooklyn Nets, they have a record of 21 wins and 33 losses, while for Toronto Raptors, they have a record of 19 and 36. Both are still outside the top 10 rankings of the Eastern Conference. But for me, they still have a legit chance to make it, to make it there in the playoffs, so long as they would start piling up those wins as early as today. The spread that is actually given is -2, and that's given towards Toronto Raptors. And as we all know, we actually provide free picks right here in our YouTube channel, Passe Baller. But for those who would want to avail our premium picks or premium packages, you guys might want to reach us through Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger account. Just take a look at the descriptions of our videos and you would see the details right there. So let's talk about this one. Again, Toronto Raptors, they would have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, well, both are coming off some break. In terms of some momentum, both have been struggling and both have been losing approaching this game. But if I have to pick a team, I gotta pick Brooklyn Nets because they were able to notch at least, 4 wins out of their last 10 games, while Toronto Raptors, they only won 3 times. Now let's take a look at the health and availability, and both teams are just having one player in their IL. For Brooklyn Nets, it's Dariq Whitehead, and for Toronto Raptors, it's what's that again? Sorry, I forgot. Toronto Raptors. That's going to be Marquise Noel. So if I have to pick a team, man, it's almost even Steven, but I gotta say that Toronto Raptors would have a slight advantage because Dariq Whitehead is someone who is more valuable for Brooklyn Nets. This one's gonna be tough. This is gonna be the second time that these two teams would actually meet. The first time that these two actually played against one another, Brooklyn Nets actually defeated Toronto Raptors, and it was actually in Brooklyn, or it was in New York. Now this time around, it's going to be Toronto Raptors who would be enjoying the home court advantage. And for me, the lineup of Toronto Raptors is the team which is more, attached, and you can see when the trade was made for RJ Barrett in IQ, man, the Toronto Raptors looked like a pretty good team. But then they got checked, and they got some injuries and all that. But again, bottom line, or what I was trying to say, is that Toronto Raptors, they are playing as a team. I'm not saying that Brooklyn Nets are not playing as a team. Of course they are. But Toronto Raptors is just more, it's just more legit in terms of sharing the ball, finding the open man, looking for the best option, looking for some matchup problems against the opponent. Unlike the Brooklyn Nets, man, I see a lot of ISOs. I see a lot of 3-point shots, which are at times forced. Don't get me wrong, Brooklyn Nets, they are actually a 3-point shooting team, but for me, they are taking some shots which are inadvisable. Still, this one's going to be tough, but I feel like Toronto Raptors would actually win this one. It's going to be their turn now. The spread is just -2, and I feel like they would be able to cover that. Another thing that I'm actually considering is that they were able to acquire Kelly Olynyk, and Kelly Olynyk would actually help them out. Unlike before, it's just Pirtle who is actually just the legit center or legit big for Toronto Raptors, so they are sometimes having some problem defending the paint and grabbing those rebounds. For Brooklyn Nets, another thing that I'm also looking at is that the fact that they have actually let go of Vaughn, their head coach, and now it's going to be Kevin Ollie who's actually taking over. So I'm pretty sure that there would be adjustments, even though Ollie was a part of the Brooklyn Nets coaching staff prior or before. It's still gonna be different. Being a head coach is totally different from being an assistant. So it's going to be Kevin Ollie's philosophy. It's going to be Kevin Ollie's plan. So I feel like there would be some adjustment period for at least maybe 2 to 3 games before they would come back to how they were playing previously. So I'm picking Toronto Raptors in here with a spread of -2. I'm expecting a huge game from RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett is now getting more disciplined, and is now getting to find his teammates as well, as much as possible before taking those shots if ever he needs to. So again, that's going to be Toronto Raptors -2. Peace out. Basta love. God bless.